Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be replacing my old SX cassette that's reached its end of life with a brand new NX 12-speed cassette. Let's have some fun and get into it. The tools that you'll need for this are a chain whip, a breaker bar, and a cassette removal tool. Okay, so we're going to put our chain whip on, and then we're going to put our breaker bar in a position that you can easily get to it. We're going to go ahead, break it loose. There you go. You should feel a couple clicks in there, and then she'll start to come. Doesn't take much. Alright, so we're going to remove this little lock ring the rest of the way. There you go, she's free. And that's pretty dirty. We're going to clean everything when we put it back together. Now there's a bunch of little individual rings in here, and they have little tiny spacers in between them. So if you want to keep your stuff together, make sure, be real careful with it, and remove it and stick a zip tie through it, which we'll do here in just a moment. So this is what one of those spacers looks like. They go in between each cog going out. So if you want to keep everything in order, just do your best to pay attention to where everything came from. Using my thumbs on the center, I'm just pushing a little bit. Cassette comes right off. And you can see it's all kind of modular pieces. Yeah, it's disgusting. Look at how dirty that is. And there's your spacer in between. So we're going to take our cassette and a zip tie and just zip tie the whole thing together so we know where all the spacers go, just in case we ever had to use this again. But this cassette's really spent, so I don't think that's going to happen, but better be safe. Keep your stuff around, because every person who owns a mountain bike keeps every single part. I'm just going to take a rag and kind of clean off the hub a little bit. Now this hub, you can either use an SX cassette or you can use an NX cassette. You cannot use a GX. You'd have to update this driver to an XD driver to do a GX and above. So for this case, it's kind of a budgetary upgrade. We're going from an SX to an NX cassette. So I should get a little bit better performance, a little less weight, and I don't have to change this out. Okay, let's open up our new cassette. Probably help if I had it right side up, huh? There's our cassette. Shiny and new. Alright, let's go about putting her on. Now one of these splines is much thinner than the others. That's going to be your guide point for installing your new cassette. See all the other ones are a little wider, and you have one that is a little thinner. That's the one, so that's our guide. Okay, I'm going to put the last cog right up on top. And that's it. Now they did give us a new lock ring in the package, so we'll use it. As far as grease goes, you really don't need a lot at all, because when you put it on these threads, it's going to space out pretty evenly once you tighten it in. And we'll just spray it around a little bit. And this is just to make it easier for later when you have to replace your cassette again. Kind of help keep it from binding up. Make it a lot easier to get your cassette off in another year. We're just going to hand tighten it real quick. Get a good start for later. Once you're all torqued down, or best guess torque, give her a spin, check for any play. No play, we're good to go. Well, that's it. New cassette's on, bike's ready to go. It's a good idea to change your chain when you change your rear cassette too, just to keep everything good. You're not going to put a worn down chain on a brand new cassette and have it wear through faster. So we'll have a video up about that in the future as well. As always, thank you so much for watching. It really helps a lot. If you get a chance, hit that subscribe button. Get on that bike. We'll see you next time.